Hello everybody, my name is Dude, and welcome to Mahou Shoujo! I get Seinfeld vibes from this. And also Vaporwave vibes from this. Oh, it's the squiggly thing. Yeah, it's Seinfeld vibes. Seinfeld vibes. This is a visual novel about a person who... I think this is a visual novel about magical girls being more than just like a warrior to protect the world or whatever. It might be... We'll find out. It's the end of a late night. With her work for the day done, Jo is ready for a relaxed ride home. Out from her railboard, she fishes out for her cassette player and one of her tapes. Oh my god, we're in this era. I am down to live in this era. A soft, scratchy static fills the void, tracks as she slides her board onto the railway. I need to learn to read. Jo silently counts the beats, leading up to the track. 1, 2... At 3 on the dot, the electric twang of the guitar kicks up. A thumping bass grooves along and keeps the music centered. Drum beats underscore dreamy lyrics. As the railway glides silently beneath her, Jo taps her feet and sways her head to the summery beats dancing in her ears. Her rhythm gets disrupted by a soft hum reverberating from within her pocket. A practiced motion slides her phone out from its polycotton enclosure. Its bright digital display proclaims the phrase Connie in stark white letters. She squints. Somewhere in the back of her mind, a faceless optometrist chides her for not taking care of her eyes. Jo shrugs it off. If real people can't fix their poor habits, a figment of her imagination wasn't about to change that. Removing one of her earbuds, she answers the call. What's up? It's more of a statement than a question. She knows what's up. Some bullshit task filed by some bullshit techie whose bullshit she's got to unbullshit. A gravelly voice responds from the other side of the line, reeking of Mediterranean gruffness. It confirms her suspicions of bullshittery and short barks. Gotcha, I'll head over now. Jo lets out a deep sigh and puts her earbud back in its rightful place. Her body weight shifts carefully to the right, switching tracks. There aren't many trains heading out to Salala Heights at this time of the night, so she can afford to be lazily reckless. Please don't be lazily reckless. That's not a good thing. That's probably gonna get you murdered. Or into some magical girl bullshit. Okay, yeah, be lazily reckless in that case. Jo slows her railboard down to a gentle cruise. Railboard? So what is a railboard exactly? It's not a skateboard, I'm assuming. Oh, I can pop the tape out. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm actually digging this tune. It's nice and smooth. Sends her railboard down to a gentle cruise. Limbs and muscles groan in tired satisfaction as she twists and stretches, the misty ocean air breezing around her. The next song is kicking up. Jo keeps her finger away from the fast-forward button, eagerly anticipating the track. Smooth disco beats shimmer into being. Ah, yes. Pitched-up vocals serenade Jo with a peppy ballad, keeping energetic tempo with a groovy rhythm. Are we gonna actually get on with the story, or are we just gonna, alliterate to the music? Because I would love to keep doing that. But I believe it's been 4 minutes and we haven't really made much progress in the story. Her guitar tones compel her to use what little space she has on the board to bust a move. She does so at risk of falling. Worth it. Her board and mind go on autopilot. Jo has already done her work for the day. She doesn't need to try and keep her brain busy with delusions that she's being mentally productive. Dub City's luminescent skyline quickly fades as she glides further away from the shore. Rays of light disappearing into the ocean black. Moments later, Jo's railboard interrupts her music and gives off a cheery chime, snapping her out of her hypnotic reverie. Her destination has snuck up on her, and she suddenly finds herself bathed in artificial warmth. With a yawn, Jo hops off the station platform and shoulders her railboard. She has no idea why she bothered installing those 2 shoulder straps. The worn fabric on the right strap looks ready to give out at any moment. Joe dismissively files that away as something to check on later, along with a few dozen other tasks. Away we go. As she descends the concrete steps from the station onto the leaf-covered pathway, a gust of autumn wind runs a chill across her skin. The sudden shift from technology to nature was amazing when she first came to Salela Heights years ago. Not that Joe doesn't still think it's any less amazing, it's just part of the routine nowadays. She's suddenly cognizant of the fact that her tape has reached its end. A quick flip of a switch and it's rolling in reverse. A flutter of trumpets herald singer-songwriter Henri's 1983 classic Shyness Boy. Timely. Joe takes a moment to fish out a cigarette from her jacket, cursing the breeze that will inevitably give her shit for trying to address her tobacco fix. After a flick of her lighter and a puff of tobacco, Joe continues her meandering pace down the stage. Down the stage? Oh my god, that's a big purple dinosaur! That's a Barney? That is a Barney. You cannot tell me that's not a Barney. The trees soon give way to a massive clearing at the center of which stands an impressive setup of bleachers, platforms, and countless technological marvels courtesy of MGI, and a Barney the dinosaur. Joe takes out her phone once more, waiting for the piece of shit to catch up with our impatience. The work order Connie sent her describes a malfunctioning loader that's performance critical. Joe scoffs. The pulsing portal center stage illuminates a massive structure behind it. A towering animatronic dragon stands vigil, its cutesy features giving off an air of melancholy in the midnight gloom. Performance critical, my ass. There's enough firepower in this thing to level a small village. MGI is taking anybody these days. As Joe draws closer to the animatronic, her attention shifts towards the portal at its feet. She stops for a moment, letting the swirling mass of energy take her back to a different place in time. She shrugs it off with a grin and brings herself back to the present. Alright, what fresh hell awaits me here? This lady does not like her job. I hope she's paid well for it. She does not look very alive inside. There are a number of possibilities for what could be wrong with the loader. Joe starts with the most obvious. A quick diagnostic reveals a problem so dumb that it makes her laugh from the sheer incompetence. Some idiot messed around with the hydraulic settings and overloaded the pressure. Oh, that sounds annoying. I don't know what the fuck that means, but it sounds annoying. A quick thwap from a multi-tool's hammer and a few knobs, and the loader hisses back to normal. Might as well change my title from lead assistant technician to glorified tech support. Not that she minds her job that much. It's good enough. She likes Connie, gets decent pay, and she pretty much does her own thing. Still, at times like this, when the world slows down to meet her pace, she gets an itch. With her job done, she can finally go back home. Joe takes a quick look at her phone. 12:23. Not too late, by her standards anyways. It's past midnight. She does a token scan of her surroundings, confident that no one is around to see her scratch the itch that grows with each passing second. What? Oh, different itch. Okay, my mind went to a very, very bad place. I'm sorry. From one of her railboard's compartments, Joe pulls out a worn cassette tape titled Performance Mix. Her old friend Maria was poised and ready to go with her hit 2008 single Shiawase no Monosashi. Bless you. It's been several years since she's held a wand, but her multi-tool has served in its place with distinction. After switching out tapes, she hits play and assumes her position center stage. Words from a person infinitely wiser than her flooded her memories. Stance wide, breathe in, shoulders squared, breathe out. Old instincts flare up and carry her through each beat, each punch of the track. Joe smiles brilliantly for her invisible audience, giving off a magnificent flourish as she encourages them to follow along with her. An accusatory hand points defiantly towards the portal. She won't give an inch to these invaders from another world. Thunderous applaud roars within her head. A decades-old drum beat pulses to an electrifying melody. With each imaginary foe that falls, she strikes a pose towards her adoring fans. The multi-tool in her hands had transformed before her eyes. She recalls a hefty warhammer with each swing, feeling the memory of a satisfying thwack as she pummels another enemy. A different place, a different time. But for the briefest of moments, it feels like here and now. Aw. More reminiscing. It was like... it was just overpressurized. Who the fuck? Language? Oh yeah, might be. Anyways, who the heck decides to mess around with machinery they're clearly unqualified to operate? I mean, we set it all up for them, make sure everything's properly calibrated and shit. Language? Properly calibrated and stuff. Then all they have to do is press a few buttons and make sure nothing blows up. So you just lapped it? Prefer the term aggressive readjustment. I will aggressively readjust your hours if you do not get back to work, Joanna. I'm working, Connie. What, does it look like I'm not working? It looks like you're sitting around complaining. Hey, Squirt, you can't talk to your supervisor like that. Connie, can I talk to Joe like that? Yes. I resent the implication. What implication? That I have no authority? But nobody... I feel personally attacked. Good. Now get back to work. You too, Vera. But I'm not even on the clock today. I'm just here to tweak Joe's board. And what is your excuse? Excuse me, Mr. Cephalus. I was giving insightful commentary on the poor state of affairs on our on-site technicians. Bad excuse. Back to work. Yeah. Joe has worked long enough with Connie to know when he's reached the limit of his tolerance. Judging from his creased forehead and the stink eye he keeps throwing her way, she's just about reached it. With a shrug, Joe goes back to her work. Her latest project is rigging animatronics. It's nothing like the massive dragon she encountered last night. No, this animatronic is a bit more low-key. More window dressing than anything. The theme for this performance is supposed to be around the world. As such, MGI requested fanciful regional icons from an approved list of nations. Making the machines is the easy part. Figuring out how to not offend anyone is the real challenge. You know, I'm still not entirely sold on the flying carpet. What, it should be a rug instead? Why would somebody fly a rug? Why would somebody fly a carpet? That's not the point. Aren't they the same thing? Well, no, but... A rug I can see on the floor of a very rich man. Oh, I see. That makes sense then. Aladdin was a peasant, right? Yes. But he became a prince, didn't he? Does that mean the carpet became a rug? It would make sense. Before Joe can butt in to say precisely how that doesn't make sense, her phone begins to vibrate. A quick glance from the screen brings a smile to her face. Yo, how's it going? Oh, there's somebody here to greet me, so... Oh, fuck. Language? That was today? The voice on the line giggles and sighs in a way that is comfortably shaming. Yes, Joanna, it was today. I don't know how a summary voice is supposed to sound, so I'm not even gonna try it, sorry. Okay, Joanna... Joe looks over to Connie with pleading eyes. He wordlessly nods, completely unsurprised. I'll be there as soon as possible. In a flurry of motion, Joe puts aside her work for later. Really, what it amounts to is her throwing a bundle of wires and tools into a pile on a nearby bench. Vera, how's my board? Well, the hover pads aren't completely ready. You can hop between rails now, but if you try to give yourself an upward boost, the limiters are kinda wonky, so it might over... Good enough, thanks, Squirt. I don't know, should we have waited a bit? With a ruffle of Vera's head and a wave to Connie, Joe quickly sets out to give her best friend a warm welcome home. Bye, kid. Going home. Oh my god, this looks like a cool place. It's like Vaporwave, the alternate universe. It's a short ride to the Hyperloop station where made even shorter by Joe's board. Vera's addition of hover pads has given Joe even more ways to recklessly endanger her life and everyone around her. But damn if it doesn't feel sick as shit. The slab of metal beneath her feet chugs along. Her new hover pads, albeit somewhat shaky, let her quickly jump between rail lines. In a matter of minutes, Joe is pulled up to the station stop. Her appearance between the trains raises more than a few eyebrows. Ignoring all of them, Joe hops onto the station platform and shoulders her railboard. Her frantically measured power walking takes her by joyous reunions. Kitschy Dub City's trinkets and colorful railway advertisements trying to reaffirm your allegiance to them. Hey, Nation Loop, where are... Nation Loop, where are you? We got a Nation Loop now. Come on, Nation Loop. Okay, I'm dead inside now. After a moment of considering asking for help, then deciding, screw that, I'm an adult, Joe stumbles into Nation Loop's arrivals area. It doesn't take long to find her friend. All she has to do is follow the rambunctious clumps of people swarming around a single person. Through the bustling crowd, Joe can make out a bright blonde ponytail swaying back and forth. Hannah! Oh my god, it's Hannah Blum! Mama, I can't see her! Hannah, marry me, please! Ew. Well then. Okay. Who are you? Thank you all so much. I'm so sorry, but I really have to go. With a grunt, Joe assumes her best authoritative voice. Alright, folks, move it. Miss Blum isn't taking any autographs, and if she says otherwise, she's just being nice. I, however, don't care. Putting an arm around Hannah's shoulder, Joe pushes forward through the crowd. Soon enough, the two have beaten back the rabid fans and find themselves alone in an empty hallway. You really gotta get a bodyguard or something. Some of us were just born with this natural charm, Joe. A beat, a breath, laughter. The two women hug with an indescribable force nearly 2 decades old. Yeah, this beats video chat by several miles. It's good to see you! Breaking away from her friend, Joe gives off a mischievous grin. So, Hannah, how do you want to celebrate your magnificent return to Dub City? Grease bucket? Joe barks out a laugh, warranting a pout from her friend. What? I'm serious! You know how hard it was to find a proper fish and chips place in Japan? There wouldn't be one, I'm sure. It'll more difficult than I gave it credit for. Oh, are we in England? Or are we just in, like, some nondescript part of, like, an English-speaking culture? A raised eyebrow challenges Hannah one more time. Aren't you on some sort of diet or health plan? With a hand on each of Joe's shoulders, Hannah looks at her square in the face. Joe, I've been living off protein shakes and fruit for the past 2 years. I know more ways to prepare kale than I ever thought possible. Sometimes I dream of cheese. We are going to the grease bucket. Hannah grins. Think of it as my cheat day. Well, when you put it like that. Sure! Let's go get some fish and chips, boy! Oh, we're on a pier. Oh, we're on a pier! I want fish and chips now, and I already ate. I already had pizza. It was pizza time. You don't just ignore pizza time. Spoilers. Calibrate for performance, especially when you're unloading new hardware into the venue. That's what I was saying! I don't know what we were talking about. Hannah frowns into her bite of battered fish, frustrated at some past offense. The strip of fried cod must pay for this transgression. But no, they had to call in the lead technician who just repeated everything that I said. And get this, another irritated bite. When he fixes it, everyone on stage applauds him and says what a genius he is. Of course. That's not the worst of it though. My producer takes me aside and says that I should thank him. Oh yeah, kill him. Kill the person who's taking credit for your work, and maybe your producer. Hannah grumbles into a mouthful of fish, her annoyed grunts mixed with delighted mumbles over the tasty food. No justice in the world these days. None at all. A wave of her french fry accentuates each of Hannah's words. None at all. The emphatically indulges in a bite of the crispy golden snack, satisfied that her case has been heard. On a dime, Hannah's expression turns from one of petulance to curiosity. That's ancient history now. Enough about me, what about you? How's work been? Joe silently cringes. She knew the conversation would get here eventually. Good. Connie's good. Work is good. Work is work, you know. That's good. Is it good? Is it good, Joanna? Yeah, no, it is. I mean, it's work. Same old, same old. I mean, oh my gosh, Hannah Plum! Another rabid fan. Wow, that sounds annoying. Oh, shit, I didn't. Oh, thank fuck, there's a scroll wheel back option. Okay, best visual novel. Best visual novel of life. They did good. They did real good. Good job. Good job. They won awards. They won a Duty Award, which is not really much considering it's just like a golden swirly poo on a little plaque thing, and that's it. But you won the Duty Award. Congratulations. A squeaky voice pops up from behind the pair, saving Joe from her self-imposed embarrassment. As Hannah turns around at the call of her name, Joe leans over the damp wooden railing. Her gaze shifts towards the seagulls below, mostly grateful for the distraction. Hey there. Hi, hello, Hannah. Miss Blum, just Hannah will do. Yeah, Hannah, I love your work, your tour and live albums and everything. I mean, I've loved them all, and the conversation carries on, but Joe quickly tunes it out. She's gotten quite good at developing her selective hearing. With her appetite gone, Joe figures that the seagulls would enjoy her fries far more than she would. Despite the warning signs, or perhaps because of them, she flicks fry after fry down below. The squawking beach birds assemble beneath the dock, eager for their latest illegal offering. Joe puts on a practiced air of nonchalance. Let Hannah have her conversation. She's the magical girl, right? It comes with the territory. It was her decision, after all. A light tap on her shoulder brings Joe back from the edge of her memories. You know that's unhealthy for them, right? Eh? The seagulls, you dits. Oh well, this is their cheat day, right? Just like that, Joe sports a shit-eating smirk and wipes away any trace of unease she might have had. I thought it said ungrease for a moment. I feel dumb. A sensible chuckle escapes Hannah's mouth as she caps off the pen she's holding and waves goodbye to her fan. So how much will an authentic Hannah Blum signature get me on the internet, huh? Enough. I wonder if VARS will accept it as legal tender. Something tells me they won't. Yeah, they probably won't. Hannah leans into the railing, matching Joe's posture. Her eyes sparkle with an uncomfortable curiosity. Anyways, you never finished telling me about your work. What exactly have you been doing? It's just... Before Joe has a chance to fully choke up, a summary pixel melody chirps from inside one of Hannah's pockets. Shoot, hold that thought. Hello? What? But I just got back home! Come on, Mel! With a dejected huff, Hannah relents to whatever request was just made of her. Alright, I'll be there in a bit, but I'm over in the old district. See you soon. That was my assistant. She says I've got an S-level performance over in Japantown as a welcome home celebration. Yay me. Dream doesn't ever stop, huh? Always a busy day in the life of the #1 magical girl. Hey, you should come by. We can hang out backstage before the show like we used to. Please? Despite knowing this is a fight she would win, Joe relents. Alright, let's go. Perfect! Finishing off the last few scraps of her food, Hannah wipes her hands clean and smiles. Showtime starts at 6. Don't be late to being early. Yeah, I'll see you then. Can we hang out after the show, or is that not a thing we can do? Joe throws her friend a half-hearted wave goodbye as she skips away. Somewhere in the back of her mind, she's convinced herself she'll regret this. Why? Why will she regret it? Can I, save? Yeah, I'm gonna save and, continue this another time. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And thank you to Shro and love y'all for supporting me on Patreon this month. And thank you to Zorito Burrito and Whirlybird for supporting me on Twitch. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!